Illegal immigration is a hot topic all over the nation, but what's happening in the Bronx? We're about to find out from Edwin Rivera, host of Inmigración Hoy, a talk radio advice program and a Bronx agency that goes by the same name, and Jorge Chavez, who recently became a U.S. citizen. Welcome to the program. It's a pleasure having you both here.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us. We're going to talk about a lot of different issues related to immigration today because there's so much happening now in this election year, and you know we got people in waiting lines to become citizens. Mr. Rivera, let me start with you. Give me a picture of who comes. You have an agency, you have an office here that helps illegal immigrants in the Bronx.
Yes.
Who are these immigrants? What nationality are they that are coming to your office, and what kind of help do they need?
Well, about 80% of the people that come to our office, they come from Ecuador for some reason. It's a growing population.
Here in the Bronx?
Here. Here in the Bronx. And Queens and Bronx, you know.
What about Dominicans? There's a lot of Dominicans in the Bronx. Are they looking for immigration?
I don't get that many Dominicans anymore. No. Most of the Dominicans are either back in Dominican Republic or they have the green card or they're, you know.
So it's not a big problem anymore in the Dominican Republic immigration?
No. Dominicans was a big issue in 1987 during the amnesty. But not now. Not now.
What about Mexican Americans? There's a lot, well, Mexican immigrants, I should say. There's a lot of new immigrants coming that are from the Mexican community coming east after having lived many years in the West.
For some reason, my office gets a few Mexicans, but not that many Mexicans.
Okay, so what are they coming to you? What kind of problems do they have?
They come for labor certification. They come because of petitions that they filed in the past. Problems that they had with another office that tried to help them, denials of petitions.
Petitions for green cards, for citizenship, for all of the above?
Sometimes a wife is petitioning for a husband. The wife is a citizen. The husband has Section 245I, which is that section of the law that says that you're able to apply for your green card here in the United States. So you find a wife petitioning, sometimes the petition fell, it was denied. When they come to our office, it usually it's because the petition was denied.
Or it got mixed up in immigration somewhere, and you need to straighten things out.
That's right.
Let me speak to Mr. Chavez a little bit. Thank you for being on the program. You became an American citizen how long ago?
About a year ago.
And how long did it take? What was that process like?
The process was, one of the advantages that I had was that basically I have 20 years living here, and I went to high school and I have knowledge of the English language. And I was able to gather all the information through the internet, but basically I did it myself. I couldn't find a place, maybe they don't advertise or they don't, for the community that they have a place where to go and, to actually guide these people to how to apply for any.
So you did it on your own? You applied on your own?
I did it on my own.
On the website?
Yes, I filled out the application myself and I submitted it. But I think there are a lot of people out there that they seem to be lost. They think that they can only deal with immigration only, and because of the language barrier, that might be a deterrent for these people to try to get their
So from the moment you applied to become a citizen, when you already had your green card, you're a legal resident, from the moment you applied to become a citizen to the moment you actually swore, how long did it take?
I was surprised. It was incredibly fast. It took about less than a year.
Because now, the reason why I bring this up is because now there's a lot of people complaining that there's this incredible backlog of people.
No, it's taking about a year now.
Really?
Yeah.
It's taking about a year.
It's taking about a year.
Well, there's a lot of people supposedly who were registered or convinced to become citizens about a year and a half ago, who are complaining because they wanted to get their citizenship in time to vote in this general election coming up in November, and they don't have the citizen papers yet.
What happens is that if they apply for citizenship and then they're fingerprinted and there's something wrong with the fingerprints, or the person was arrested for some reason, or the person has a green card, and in reality, maybe immigration is looking to send back this person. I have people that are trying to become citizens, but they are supposed to be not here because they were supposed to be deported a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
So you find people that are waiting and waiting, and maybe it's better for them to stay home.
Oh, so in other words, people are trying to become citizens who really have no place being there.
That's right.
I understand.
That's right.
So, you know, that's, if you have an order of deportation, you shouldn't go to the immigration office for residency.
Of course not.
Sometimes it might be a small thing as a ticket, as a traffic violation.
Yeah.
That it was never taken care of, and for some reason it went in default. And
no, but tickets, violations of any kind do not affect your application for the green card or citizenship. It has to be something like a felony.
They don't affect it, but in the case I was stopped because my registration was expired, and I was given a summons.
But things like that do not affect your application for citizenship.
It doesn't, but there's a delay if you don't have the actual, what the judge was the outcome. If you don't have
no, certificate of disposition is only when you committed a crime, you were taken before the judge, you were fingerprinted, you were up there, and finally there was, the case was thrown out. Immigration needs to know what was the final disposition. Now you either get a judgment or a disposition. Now if you ended up with a judgment, let's find out what type of judgment. You can have a misdemeanor once, twice, 3 times, and the 4th time you're out. You're out of here. You can't. So people that have a green card, sometimes they think that they're citizens. When it comes out, when you have a green card, it's nothing more than the employment authorization card. All it is a card that you could have for 10 years without having to renew every single year.
All right, let's talk a little bit about politics, because a lot has to do with the politics of immigration now.